Regent Honeyeaters. Now, Regent Honeyeaters are a honeyeater that are found in Australia. They were once common along the eastern seaboard, but between about Melbourne and Brisbane, huge area of inland woodland forests, and they occurred in large numbers. Sadly, today they're reduced down to the point where they're now highly endangered. What they really need is colonies of birds to survive, and we have about 3 areas in Australia now where they're regularly seen in groups of birds of more than a few. The trouble is the numbers are just getting down to such low numbers that the birds can't even recognise themselves. The males can't learn the calls, and a breeding program that's occurring in Taronga Park Zoo is actually having to train the male Regent Honeyeaters how to sing their own songs, so that when they're released into the wild, they can actually contribute to these small colonies that are left. Now, the study that was released in the last few weeks has discovered that Regent Honeyeaters are really in a dire strait. The next 20 years is critical. If they drop below the numbers that there are now, they may not survive. And the researchers have calculated that we need to release at least 100 birds bred in captivity into the wild every 2 years. So this is a ramping up of the work that we're having to do right now to make sure that they don't drop below that threshold which would see them go extinct in the wild. So we now have essentially a pattern laid out for us. The research has been done. We know what we have to do. There's a lot of work in terms of habitat restoration needs to be done, and predator management. Of course, when birds get to these sort of low numbers, random events can be also important, so we have to anticipate that they will occur. But the Regent Honeyeater, 100 birds a year must be bred, 100 birds every 2 years have got to be bred in captivity and successfully released, just to keep us off the extinction pathway for this particular bird.